number 19, running in the right field, grass so green. When you played that game, you played to win. I'm talking about Tony Gwynn. I could give you 3,141 reasons. He played for San Diego for 20 seasons. When he stepped to the plate, he had no fear. Won 8 batting titles in his career. Hey, hey, number 19, running in the right field, grass so green. When you played that game, you played to win. I'm talking about Tony Gwynn. I got to shag balls in right field while Tony Gwynn took batting practice. I was in Milwaukee. I followed the Padres to Milwaukee because my friend was managing the Padres. His name is Bruce Bochy. So I follow him out there, and my buddy Tim Flannery was like, "You want to go down on the field when Tony Gwynn takes batting practice?" And I go, "Yeah." So Bochy comes down the field. He goes, "Poltzy, sing us a song in the dugout." So I sang him all kinds of songs in the dugout. And then he says, "Would you like to have dinner with Tony Gwynn?" And I said, "Yeah." So I ate with Tony Gwynn before the game. And then the late, great Jerry Coleman said, "You want to sit with me while I call an inning?" And I go, "What is going on in my life? What did I do right?" So I sat with the late, great Jerry Coleman while he called the game. "Oh, ho, ho, doctor!" And then Jerry Coleman goes, "Let me introduce you to my friend who is the announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers. His name's Bob Uecker." He goes, "You could sit with him while he calls the next inning." So I sit with Bob Uecker. Bob Uecker actually says, "Great seats, buddy. Must be in the front row." And then somebody from the Milwaukee Brewers comes up and they go, "Would you like to be in the sausage races in the 7th inning?" And I said, "Yeah." Talk about racial profiling. They made me Polish sausage. And I took 5th out of 5 sausages. I took last place. And that video is on YouTube. Look up Steve Poltz, Sausage Races, Milwaukee. So then, Bruce Bochy ends up going up to San Francisco. So I was like, I'll become a Giants fan. I'm a fan of Bruce Bochy's and Tim Flannery's. So then, the Giants win a World Series. Then they win another World Series. Then they win another World Series. Who wins 3 World Series all in a year apart, right? So the Giants say to me, "Do you want to sing the national anthem at AT&T Park?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, Dre." So I call everybody Dre. Hell yeah, Dre, because I'm Snoop Dogg in my mind. In my mind, I feel like I look like somebody else. Like when the African guy told me last week in Texas, and he said, "You are so good. I just love you. I love you on stage. You remind me of Back to the Future." And I said, "That's so cool. I look like Michael J. Fox." He goes, "No, you're the Doc." And I was so bummed because I thought I looked young, and then I was like, "You mean the Doc?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I just looked at him, I go, "Marty, get my flux capacitor. I've got to get back to the future." So I was working on the soundtrack to a film in South Dakota. The film is called Running Wild, The Life of Dayton O'Hyde. So I'm in South Dakota. Dayton O'Hyde has a wild horse sanctuary. He took all these horses that were beaten up by the government and treated bad, and he let them run wild on his land. And it's a beautiful film, and this woman heard me being interviewed on WFUV out of Fordham University in New York, and she said, "That guy would be perfect to do the soundtrack to my movie." So they fly me out to South Dakota. I'm working on it, and I get a call on my cell phone. They said, "It's the San Francisco Giants. They want you to sing the national anthem. They'll fly you in." Bochy wanted me to sing it because it was Memorial Day. So Barry Zito's pitching that day, right? And it's against Arizona Diamondbacks. So they say there's going to be a Air Force jet flyover because it's Memorial Day. So I get picked up by the Air Force in a big black Suburban with the tinted black windows. They greet me at the airport in San Francisco, and I go like this, "Yes, sir!" And I get in the back of the SUV, and the Air Force guy goes, "I hear you sing the national anthem with your guitar. And I said, yeah, I do it in the key of A because you got to start low because it's a hard song to sing. He goes, well, we're going to have to time you. So I go down on the field. They haven't let me in the fans into AT&T Park. So I go down to do the national anthem, and the guy times me, and he goes, do it again. So I do the song again. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? And he goes, do it a third time. So I do it a third time. He goes, we got to time it right for Comcast. And then he goes, man, I've never seen this before. You did it in 1 minute and 33 seconds each time. You're like Rain Man. How did you do that? And I go, I don't know, man. I just have a built-in metronome in my heart. It ticks to the beat of love. Do you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Air Force Man, with your military jets flying over? Do you know what I'm talking about? Mr. We could bomb your house anywhere in the world. And he goes, I know what you're talking about. And I go, then can I get a hug? And the Air Force guy goes, I'll give you a hug. And I go, do it like the hug I got from that kid in Novato in 2017. He goes, but this is only 2013 or something. And I go, that's okay, man. He goes, how do you know what's going to happen? How do you know you're going to be alive? And I said, because I'm a time traveler. I've become unstuck in time like Billy Pilgrim in the book Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut. So, the guy from the Air Force says to me, listen, the military jets could be late. And if they're late, you need to extend the song. And I go, what do you mean extend the song? You want me to write an extra verse? And the guy goes, just extend the song. And I go, yes, sir. So I'm getting ready to do the song, the national anthem. And for some reason, I can't remember the part where he says, what so proudly we hailed. So I'm trying to get a signal. They've let all the fans into AT&T Park. And unlike the Padres, your games sell out. Padres games do not sell out. It's all Giants fans, right? So I'm there. I go, I'll jump on this bandwagon. My friends are coaching the team. I'm stoked. So I'm getting ready to play. Barry Zito's going to come in. He's coming in from warming up, and he throws a ball right by my head. Pinpoint control, whizzes, and he goes, don't blow it, Poltzy. And then Bochy grabs me by the arm, and he goes, hey, Poltzy, when you sing the national anthem, don't do it slow. We hate to sit through a long national anthem. And I go, okay, Boch. And he goes, and don't get all Mariah Carey on it either. So I go out there and I'm trying to Google the words to the Star Spangled Banner because I can't remember what so proudly we hailed. I go, what so proudly we sleeted, we snowed, what did we do? So I go out there and the San Francisco Giants announcer goes, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. He was born in Canada, and somebody in the stands goes, boo! And I go, why would you boo Canada? He goes, he now resides in San Diego, California, and this other guy goes, Padres suck! And I go, you're telling me? You don't know the half of it. So I go to do the song, and I nail it, right? I figure I'm going to do it in the key of A, so I go like this. So I'm like that, right? The crowd is just ready for it. And I go, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed? And I do the whole song, and I get to the end, and the guy from the Air Force goes, the Jets aren't here yet. Keep it going, keep it going. So I go, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. The Jets aren't there, so I'm just going like this. I don't know what to do, so I figure I'll do the pretty finger picking part again. So I go. And they're still not there. And I'm just waiting for them. I don't know what to do, so I finally just go. Finally, the Jets. The guy whistles into my earpiece. We don't want no Led Zeppelin in our ballpark, boy. So before they turn my mic off, I go, I got CDs for sale over by the Gilroy garlic fries. It was one of the greatest days of my life. And I gotta tell you, I take my hat off to your San Francisco Giants. Because I'm a fan of the game. And I love your San Francisco Giants. Hey, hey, number 19, running in the right field, grass so green. When you play that game, you played to win. I'm talking about Tony Gwynn. The reason I wrote this song for Tony is because at the All-Star game, the year he died, all they talked about was Derek Jeter was going to retire. They did not even mention Tony Gwynn's death. I was so mad I wrote this song for Tony. Live to play the beautiful game, and my life will never be the same. He'd hit the 5-5 pole with the perfect slap, and the ball would fly off into the gap. Hey, hey, number 19, running in the right field, grass so green. When you played that game, you played to win. I'm talking about Tony Gwynn. And then I said to myself, does this song need a bridge? Hell yes. 7 silver sluggers, because we got to learn more about the protagonist. So it goes like this. 7 silver sluggers and 5 gold gloves to his game. We jumped to our feet when the announcer spoke his name. This is the best part. In 1994, we fell to the floor, 'cause he ended the season batting .394. Hey, hey, number 19, running in the right field, grass so green. When you played that game, you played to win. I'm talking about Tony Gwynn. Yeah, I love you, Tony Gwynn. Yeah, we're gonna miss you, Tony Gwynn. Oh yeah, bless you, Tony Gwynn. It's all true. Mark Lindsay in the Padres hat is literally crying right now, ladies and gentlemen.